Hello, everyone. I hope that you had a great week last week. So, this week we are actually working on chapter 12. That's right, you didn't hear me wrong. We are skipping ahead to chapter 12. This is really because it covers careers, and throughout the course, we talk about careers and your interests, and we want to make sure that you kind of are exploring more career situations, especially if you're uncertain about what you want to do. So it's important for you early on to really do career exploration. And this chapter is really going to help you with that. Also, in our capstone analysis throughout, we have three of them throughout the term, and they are asking you questions about careers. So that's why we really try to do chapter 12 first. So chapter 12 is called Making the Career Choice. So, this chapter really is going to guide you step by step in not only exploring careers, but it's really going to look at what does career planning look like? What kind of strategies do I need to take for career planning? When I'm looking at markability, how do I enhance my markability? And how do I really have that right mindset when we're talking about a strong future? How do I develop that? Okay, we also look at industry research, company research, how you conduct research about jobs in the market, and gaining experience in college and how that moves over and shifts into your career, and then also job searching. So it really covers a lot of material. So it's important for you to really engage in these activities because I feel like when you're done, if you're uncertain throughout the semester, hopefully that will help you lean toward making more of a decision on your career and your major. So, for your learning resources, you're going to complete the reading organizer after you read chapter 12. We have the PowerPoint slides for chapter 12. And then you have your assignment. So, with your assignment, you're going to be completing what we call interest profiler. Really, it's going to help you dive into career exploration. And then we have our career interest worksheet that you will complete after you complete the interest profiler. And then, of course, you have your chapter 12 quiz. One thing I wanted to remind you about when in talking about the quiz is that you have multiple attempts during that window where the quiz is open, right? So please take advantage of that. And we always take your highest attempt quiz score as your final grade. So if you scroll down, you're going to see you have your course learning outcomes and activities. You have your PowerPoint slides. There's the reading organizer. Now remember, reading organizers are what we call study tools. Okay, they're designed to help you look at the most important information in that chapter. Okay, so this is really going to help you improve not only your chapter quiz, but also your exam grades. Say, this is not a graded activity, but it's a study tool for you. I also included two videos here that are really going to help you dive deeper into the content, and it's connected to our chapter 12 and our text. Okay. Then when we scroll on down, you're going to see the link to the interest profiler as well as the Word document for your career interest worksheet. So this is what's going to be submitted to Dropbox, this career interest worksheet. You cannot complete this career interest worksheet until you complete the My Next Move interest profiler. Of course, I put a link there for you to put it in the Dropbox. And then I also have a link to the Chapter 12 quiz. And I put the due dates for you as well. So, going through real quick, I wanted to pull up real quick and show you the video. So, this is the video on marketing yourself because that's one of our objectives this week, what we're going to really be diving into. Then you have the resume mistakes that you should be avoiding. So that video. And guys, these videos I give you aren't very long. A lot of them are under 10 minutes. I feel like they're useful. So please watch them. So part of your homework is really going to be that profiler. This profiler is really going to give you an idea. Not only are you going to explore your results about suggested careers, but also going to let you really think about, is this something that I feel like I could do as far as a career. So when you click on My Next Move Interest Profiler underneath assignments, it gives you a link. When you click on the link, this is what's going to come up. Okay. So it talks you about it's a welcome page, welcome to the interest profiler. So it really, this assessment is really taking your interests and how they relate to the world of work, right? So we can find out what you like to do and what work is related to what you like to do. So that's why it's called an interest profiler. It decides kind of what kind of careers you might want to explore, especially if you're undecided or maybe you're between two majors. This is hopefully going to help you nail down your search a little bit further. So, how you navigate is that you'll see here at the bottom, it lets you know where you're at. So, to navigate and to start, you're going to hit next. Okay. And every time you want to go to the next page, you're going to hit next. So there's 60 questions about work activities that some people will do in their jobs. You're going to read each question carefully, and then you're going to use this rating scale to decide how you would feel about this type of work. So you have faces to help you, some emojis. So each face is corresponding with a statement. You strongly dislike it, dislike, maybe you're not sure, you like it, or you strongly like. So you would choose one of them. Okay. One thing I want to note when you're doing this, try not to think about the education or training that you need for this type of career. Don't even think about the type of money you're going to be doing when or making when you're doing this type of work. All I want you to focus on is would you like to do this? Could you see yourself doing this type of work? Okay, so remember, this is not graded. There's no right or wrong answers. Take your time. There's no need to rush. It doesn't take that long to do this. On each screen, you're going to see a set of questions. And then when you're done rating what you like or dislike, then you can go to the next button. You could also go back to a earlier screen if you feel like you might want to change it, you can hit back. Okay, so you'll see here when you start it, it's going to show you your progress of how many you completed out of the 60 questions. Okay, again, there's his emojis, and then it tells you how many pages you've completed out of the 5. So let's look at the first page. Build kitchen cabinets. Strongly dislike, dislike, and if you hover over it, if you forget what the emoji is, if you hover over it, it tells you what the emojis are. Okay, lay brick or tile, develop a new medicine, study ways to reduce water pollution, write books or plays, play musical instrument, teach an individual an exercise routine, help people with personal or emotional problems, buy and sell stocks and bonds, manage a retail store, develop a spreadsheet using computer software, proofread records of forms. So once you click all that and you go through, at the end, okay, if you try to hit next, you have to answer all the questions first. So let's just go through here and I'm going to just choose some stuff. Okay, and obviously you would read, okay, and it gives you another. And I'm just doing this so you can see what it looks like when we're done. So please do not pay attention. Do not do this. Do not randomly go down and select stuff. I'm doing that so we can get through, so I can show you what it looks like when you are done. So please do not do this like I'm doing it. You actually need to read the statements to see if you would like it. Okay. Now, when you're done, it says you've answered all the questions, then you can hit next. Now, if you want to return to the first page, you can. If you answered unsure on any of them, you might want to review them and wish to review them, and you could go back and change. So you can click on view your unsure answers. When you're ready and you think you've answered all of them, you're sure about your answers, you can hit next. Now, if you look here, it gives you your interest profiler results. Okay. So your interest will help you find careers that you might want to explore. So you can click on any interest below to learn more. When you're ready, you're going to click next. Now, if you'll look here, the interest profiler is broken down into different sections. We've got R for realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. Okay, so you can really click on any of those and kind of see, okay, realistic, because that's the one we scored the highest in. These are people who like to work with practical hands-on problems and answers. These interests do not like career they The interests do not like careers that involve paperwork or working closely with others. So it tells you the things that they like to do. They like to work with field materials or machinery. They like to work outside. They like to work with plants and animals. Okay. And when you're done reading it, you can print it out, you can share it, or you can just close it and go ahead and you can choose any of these and investigate. So when you're done doing that, you're going to hit next. Now, the next one talks about what we call job zones. Okay, so ONET Career, once it gives you results, it kind of divides it into one of the 5 job zones. Okay, so job zones are really groups of careers that need the same level of experience, education, and training. So different careers may need different amounts of preparation. So you will be asked to pick a job zone. Using your zone and your interest, it's going to help you identify and explore careers that might be the right pick for you. Okay, so you're going to hit next. Um, when picking your job zone, you can choose your current job zone. So this is the one that matches your kind of experience, education, and training you have now. Or you can choose future job zone. So this is the one that matches the amount of experience, education, and training that you're planning to get. So the future job zone would most likely be most of us. Okay. All right. So you can click on any job zone you want. So you've got little or no job preparation, some, medium, high job, extensive job. Okay, so let's say we want to pick high job. Okay, so this would be considered job zone 4. This is high preparation needed. So your experience. So this would be experience in that career field. For example, an accountant might complete 4 years of college and work in the field for several years to be qualified for the job. The training, it talks about the training that you would need, education, where you would need at least a 4 years bachelor degree. And then examples might be what kinds of careers would be the high preparation, which would be like managing, training others, supervising, coordinating, graphic designers, real estate brokers. So it really gives you some examples of some jobs or careers that you might want to explore. And you can even print these out as well. So remember, the job zones are broken out into the level of education and experience and training that you need. So it's a good idea for you to explore the different job zones so you can get a better idea. Okay, if you hit next, it's really going to allow you to choose that future or current job zone, right? So which one is more important or right for you is really going to be up to you. So let's say that we go back to the 4. Okay, it's really going to show you that. So I'm going to click job 4 and hit next. Okay, so on the next screen, it's going to give you careers related to your chosen job zone, which remember was 4, which was high. Okay, and then it's going to give us a list. And this list was really neat. So let's say that we're interested in industrial engineering. Okay, it actually gives us a link called My Next Move. And what this is going to do, it's going to really break down. It's going to tell you maybe some alternative names for this job. What do they do? What would you be doing on the job? What kind of knowledge would you have to do your work every day? What kind of skills would you need? What would your abilities need to be? Are you strong in these abilities? What kind of personality would you have to be successful in this career? What kind of technology would you have to learn or use? What kind of education do I need? What does the job market look like for the future? according to my salary and pay. And then you could even explore more about the careers with some additional links here. And then it gives you some alternate industries that you may have not thought of that might be related to this career field. So it's really important for you to take time and go through with your interest profiler. Now, once you get all that completed, you're going to do the worksheet, career interest worksheet, and you're going to use your results from the profilers. Remember, after you choose your job zone in education, you're going to pick three of those suggested careers, and I want you to tell me what it is and why does this career interest you? Okay, why was this the most interesting? And you're going to choose three, but remember, it's going to be from these job zones. Okay, that's what I want you to pick. Don't just put the career from the job zone. Then that will get submitted to Dropbox. One thing that I had a question about as well was the reading organizers, where I just stated earlier that you do not turn them in. But remember, these reading organizers are really what's like an outline of the most important topics. So these you will find on your quiz and then on your unit exam. So this is a wonderful idea for you once you read the chapter and looked at the PowerPoint, you can go ahead and fill this in. So any kind of Word document I give you, once you download it, you're able to type, right inside the document. So please take advantage of that because it's really going to save you a lot of time from writing. Okay, but you will not submit it. You just keep that for a study tool. All right, guys, I hope that this video helped you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I did want to know, I sent an email about this, but just because this is an online course doesn't mean that I'm not available for you. So I did put a module here where you can schedule an appointment with me during my office hours. I'm available to meet with you in person on Teams. If you want to schedule a meeting with me, what you do is you will click on the link, okay, and my office hours will come up. You can see here when I'm in class, when I'm doing classwork, all my office hours. One thing to note is at the bottom, you're going to see Scan Me. This is for an advising appointment to advise for classes. This is not for office hours to meet with you specifically talking about coursework. Those are listed up here. But what I tell students to do is you can email me saying you would like to meet, and then I will email you a link with Teams. All right, guys, if you have any more questions, just reach out. I hope you have a great week. Take care.